okay.
We've
been all over the place today. I keep clapping and nothing's going to get edited out. Okay. I'm ready. Put your phone up, bitch.
I was looking for our potential guest star.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Alrighty, everyone. This is Binger's Anime Edition. My name is Matty with my co-host
Mo.
And we are a podcast to just talk about different animes we watch with the fellow weebs out there, our fellow bingies that have joined us, and to give you guys some recommendations of what to binge next, as well as just what's going on in our lives. So, Mo, do you want to talk about what's been going on in your life this week?
Well, considering that, not a whole lot has happened. I've sat at home and done nothing but read comics.
Fair enough.
Though I will tell you about a crazy dream I had.
Okay, so what's your crazy dream about?
Okay, so I had the craziest dream last night, and I don't even know what it's about, or I woke up hyperventilating. So my dream is that I woke up at my mom's house in her bed, and for a split second, you were there.
Hell yeah, I was.
Shut up.
Not like that?
Not sexual.
Oh, God. Good.
Yeah, you legit just came in and, sat on my mom's bed for, 2 seconds, and we talked for a minute, and then you left.
Good. I love my, debut appearance. It's just hello, I am here, and then I just
think
leave.
That's just, a foreshadowing that we hang out way too much.
Yeah, it probably is. Okay, so what happened next?
Okay, and so then I sat there and I was thinking, how did I get over to my mom's house? I don't know how I got here. I was asleep in my bed when I woke up. I was asleep in my bed, how did I get over to my mom's house? And so I got up and I went and looked out my brother's window, and there was my car totaled on the front lawn. With a bike through the windshield.
Good.
And the front half of my car was just dented and stuff, and tires were
everywhere.
It is crazy. I woke up hyperventilating because
that's terrifying.
Well, because I thought it was real for a split second, and I was how what happened? Because I didn't even remember. I didn't even remember getting over to my mom's house, and so I have literally no idea what it means, but it scared the freaking crap out of me.
Yeah, honestly, that's terrifying. I couldn't do that. Terrifying dreams scare the crap out of me, and I already told you about the one I had, and we're not going to go into that one.
It's been a long time though since I've had a nightmare like that.
That vivid.
Yes, and also, my dog was bothering me last night.
Oh, no. Not Milo again.
Because dude would not get off me. And he kept stealing my blanket. And it was freaking cold in my room last night. And so, with that in the combination of, a bad dream, I was you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I couldn't. That's, I know. I would... Between being cold and your dog and the dreams, dreams are crazy. I love dreams. They're so fascinating. And I'll text my friend about what your dream means. And so if any of you guys have any crazy dreams you want to share with us, I can ask my friend who interprets dreams, or her mama does at least, and we can figure out what your dream means together. So just shoot us a message on Instagram or email us or Twitter or text us if you have our numbers.
Ooh, but also I finally got a camera charger.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that means we're doing a photo shoot.
Yes.
Heck yeah. I'm excited.
I like to think of myself as a pretty skilled photographer.
And I consider myself as a very mediocre model. Very.
Considering
mediocre.
You're literally the only person that I've ever shot.
Yeah, I'm here for it. But
you have gotten better though, from
that's
our
true.
first photo shoot to the most recent one.
Yeah, the first one was rough. I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, your photography skills are actually pretty impressive. You made this actually look somewhat decent, so
Thanks.
I appreciate it. But yeah, we'll do another photo shoot. I have a spot I think we can go to.
Yes, I want to like make some merch for us and stuff.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
that'd be
Oh, speaking of merch, if any of you guys want anything made into like t-shirts or hats or I don't know, body pillow. Oh, not body pillows. We're
we've
not
been
doing.
on the topic of body pillows way too much this week.
I don't know, and we haven't decided who we want to get in body pillows, but we will talk about that eventually whenever we actually get some merch. But if you guys want us to make anything like t-shirts, let us know. We can design some things. I already have ideas. I have so many ideas. I got ideas. Okay, we got ideas. But
Yes.
we can do that. I mean, I also haven't really had anything really going on in my life since the last time we recorded. I mean, just my internship, and that's it. I've actually been watching quite a bit an anime. I started The Irregular at the Magic School, which is incest.
The Irregular at Magic High.
Yeah, same thing. It's close.
The
It's
Irregular at Magic School.
It's a weird name both ways, but it's incest. I thought it'd be like, oh, this is technically not incest. Like, maybe this person's not, like, actually related. No, I'm pretty sure they're siblings. And I'm like, okay. It's still good, though.
I don't know. I could never really watch that one. That one was like...
I don't mind it. There's a second season coming out soon.
You got so mad at me for this, but when I told you that, like, I watched, like, the first couple episodes...
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then I watched the last one, and then I...
That's so... It makes me so
dropped
mad.
it.
Like, why would you just watch the first 2 episodes and then watch the last episode and be like, this is good?
I mean, I felt like I got the pretty big gist of it, though.
Yeah, but still, like, you missed out on the better moments or throughout the anime, but that's just my pet peeve right there. But yeah, I started that and Overly Cautious Hero.
I don't do that very often, just to let you know.
Okay, we just skipped over that, so that's good. But no, you do that all the time.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
When else have I done
School
that?
days?
I have seen all of School Days.
Mm.
You were the one that hasn't seen all of School
Yeah,
Days.
because I watched half of it, and you're like, let's just skip it, because we were watching with your roommate and her boyfriend, and so we just skipped to the end.
Well, because y'all looked like you were getting kind of bored, and all the good stuff is at the end.
Yeah, we were pretty bored. It's not that great of an anime.
I mean, you talk. I mean, you talk about it all the time enough to.
It's a cult classic. I love it. It's not ranked. It's not rated as like a 0 on my Mal. It's like rated as a 4. I have other shows below it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I also started Overly Cautious Hero, which was pretty good.
I started that one like a
Oh,
while
it's
ago.
pretty funny. And
Yeah.
it's a pretty good dub cast, so I've been enjoying it so far.
I don't know. I saw the other day like a video with like the sub, and I feel like I want to watch it subbed
Yeah,
because I
go
feel like
for
it's
it.
funnier.
It probably is. I just I was trying to find something to watch while I was in my car at Sonic, so I didn't want to watch something in sub, but also I just wanted to watch something where I didn't have to think because it was a rough day that day at my internship, so I just watched that in my car and just ate my hot dog.
Though the only trope that I really hate when it comes to shows like that is like the overly big boobed main heroine.
I mean, I'm here for that. Those are the things
I don't-
that I like the most about these type of animes.
God.
Not
You
gonna
are-
lie.
You are such a typical weeb.
I'm sorry. I like fan service. Is why I watch anime most of the time. So I like it. You can't. Okay, you're the one over here being like a prude and hating on all of our fan service over here. I'm like, I love Food Wars, and you're like, it's just so much boobs.
Dude, I told you about Food Wars before you even watched Food Wars.
Yeah, I know. And me and Sean have been like really enjoying that show. We enjoy that, and we always want to cook afterwards because
that show just makes you want to
it just
cook.
makes me want to cook. I feel like I'm in Food Wars whenever I'm like cutting my onions and stuff, like making my ramen. I'm like, oh yeah.
I just like play the first opening in my head, and I'm just like,
Oh yes. Hey, if you guys want to hear our talking about that opening, go check out our top 10 shonen anime
yes,
opening list, which was quite a bit. We are going to be eventually getting a YouTube channel kind of worked out where we can actually release our top 10s as a list, so you guys can just go link to that and watch it. Hopefully we can figure out our link problem too soon.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on with that. I'll do research this weekend. I don't have a ton of time, but I'll figure something out. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's pretty much what's been going on in our lives.
You've started reading some comics and
Oh,
manga.
yes. I've started reading. I got into mangas last night because I just wanted to, like, check some stuff out. I don't want to read mangas of shows that are already animes. I'm going to read mangas that aren't animes yet. Mostly,
Still,
like,
I'm so proud of
romance
you.
stuff that's not going to ever, like, really be published, stuff that's a little darker, like really, like not traumatizing, but it deals with a lot heavier topics. They tend not to be made into animes, you know. So I want to kind of read those because there's a lot more there. So yeah, I downloaded some ad blockers and virus protection because I didn't really trust MangoGO. Woo, MangoGO. MangoGO. Oh,
it's
God.
a fruit website, but no, I was like, I'm so proud of you because now I
Yes,
can
thank you.
have somebody to talk about mangas and comics with.
Yeah. I'm so happy that I've gotten into manga. I'm a little disappointed in myself, but also I acknowledge that they're really good, so I'm gonna keep reading them. But yeah, I feel like we should get into our review this week. So Mo, do you kind of want to introduce the show we're gonna be talking about?
Yeah, this week we're going to be talking about SAO,
Wait.
also known as Sword Art Online,
which was a listener request from our friend Tristan. Thank you, Tristan. It's one of his favorite shows, and he asked me to do it. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. It's one of those shows that we probably should cover. It's a little bit more mainstream, and it feels like something that we should talk about.
Kind of one of the oldies.
One of the oldies, the goldies, I guess.
Yeah.
Depending on who you ask. Okay, disclaimer, this fan base is very, very decisive. Either you love it or you hate it. It's a great gateway anime. That's something I think everyone can acknowledge for first-time watchers. And it's really a great anime for gamers. Like, people that are gamers, it puts a positive light on that. And we're going to share our opinions on this anime. And they might not line up with yours, because we both are kind of in the middle on this anime. Like, it's neither something we absolutely love and nothing we absolutely hate.
It's like something that you don't really see very often when it comes to this anime. Like,
Yeah,
it's like something I would watch again, like if I didn't have anything else to watch, but it's not the first thing that I would
I
grab.
personally wouldn't watch again, but I did enjoy it while I watched it the first time. Like, it was entertaining. It was also the third anime I ever watched, so... But I also know a ton of people absolutely love this anime, and I'm like, you know what? Good for you. Like, SAO does to you what AOT did for me, or what, I don't know, like Oran did for you. Like, it's one of the ones that just stick to us, that the ones that are always in our heart. Like, I'm like, why are we hating on other people's, like, shows they love? There's no reason to. So, that's just a disclaimer for y'all right now. Like, we're going to talk about this, and we're going to talk both positives and negatives about this show, like we do everything. There'll be some light spoilers. We're going to focus mostly on the first arc, not really Gun Gale.
Not really anything that has to do with Alfheim or Gun Gale, or even like the new season that came out like a year ago.
Yeah, which we haven't seen yet, which I'm going to watch soon because I've been meaning to.
We're just talking about Sword Art Online.
The Aincrad.
Just Aincrad.
Yeah, Aincrad arc. So, sorry, I missaid that. Mabi coming over here again, mispronouncing everything. But yeah, sorry, wanted to make that say that first, just to like put that out there. If this is not the show you want us to listen to us, go on, move on to the next one. But
we've got so many good ones.
Yeah, hopefully in the future, whenever we get those out. But yeah, and if you love this show, don't come for our heads if we say something. If we offend your waifu or something like that, like, don't come for us. I don't know why I said that.
You went up like 20 notches of weeb when you said that.
Did I really?
Yes.
I'm a little proud. Okay. So, Mo, do you want to talk about the production information?
Yeah, let's talk about the production information. So, SAO is an A1 Pictures production.
Love A1 Pictures.
Oh, yeah, they make the best ones.
Well, I think we've pretty much established that A1 Pictures is like the kid in school that almost always is amazing and they don't have to try super hard at.
Yes.
And they usually come out with great stuff. And if they put their effort to it, they make beautiful things.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It was directed by Tomohiko Ito. And the writer for the manga, his name is Reiki Himawara.
Man, I had no idea that's how you said any of that. So I'm glad that you're here.
Kawahara.
One of the two.
One of the two.
Same guy that wrote Excel World, which we did in an earlier episode.
Had done a review earlier. So
I think it's episode 3? No, month ago was 3, so this was episode 4. Alrighty, so I'll talk about the synopsis real quick. This show has a pretty general synopsis. It's pretty, not generic, but it's pretty understandable, simple. Pretty much in the year 2022, which is only 2 years away, and imagine if this actually happened in 2 years. this Netgear comes out, which allows people to deep dive into a video game simulation, pretty much. Something that a lot of gamers are waiting for, because this actually seems like something that would be super cool if it came out. The story revolves around our main character, Kirito, who deep dives into the Netgear to kind of escape reality and blah, blah, blah. We'll talk about him more later. He deep dives on the day it releases SAO, Sword Art Online. And pretty much it's a, what's it called? An MMO game?
Yes.
And-
MMORPG.
Yes, that. I'm sorry, I'm not a gamer.
I had to like say it slow, or I was
Yeah,
like
you
gonna.
just-
Minute.
But yeah, pretty much it's a game that you pretty much, fight monsters and you level up really fast, and then you like fight more monsters. There's 100 levels that you have to defeat in boss battles and raids to design as a multiplayer game. If you know.
It's not like World of Warcraft, but like the kind of same concept.
It's the same concept. If you know. If you're here this long and you like this show, you already know what all this is. But pretty much they get put in this game, and then the creators are like, ha ha ha, you guys can't escape, because because you're trapped in this game forever until you like complete the game. If you die in the game, you die in real life.
No.
And so 10,000 people are like, oh shit, I'm stuck in this game, and if I die here, I die in real life. I can't leave. And
Well, it's like, and nobody knows if that's real or not. Like, if you die in real life, if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Well, they figure out pretty quick after some people actually die.
Well, does there ever actually get news or anything?
They don't get news in there, but the people don't come back. So I think they pretty much believe it. I mean, it's pretty understandable. They can't escape anyway, so why risk it? But they do. It is true, and kind of terrifying. So the story pretty much revolves around Kirito and his trying to navigate this world in SAO.
Basically trying to beat the game and get out of the game.
Yeah, and doing his thing the whole time. He meets a lot of women, as you do in most isekai animes.
Gathers up his harem.
Yes, and then that's the first story arc. In the other story arcs, they pretty much just join other games. Spoiler, they escape eventually. That's why there's 3 seasons of this anime. And they just join other MMORPGs, other deep dive games. And
that's one thing though about it that it like bothers me. It's like, if you were so traumatized by like that first game, why would you go into another one?
They almost all jump back into a new game. And I mean, I get it, because it's kind of like gamers in the real world. That's who the target audience is very clearly. It's this game is designed as an escape from reality. The reality didn't change when they went back to the real world. If anything, it's just very different. So that's still the same trauma, the same reasons are still there in the real world. They didn't just go away. Sometimes some people, like, their wife left them, or life moved on, someone died in real life, and all the more reason to deep dive again. So I kind of understand that a little bit more now that I understand who the target audience is and why they are trying to escape from reality. But also I don't understand why there's so many of some characters don't make sense of why they're deep diving, because it seems like their life is perfect back in the real world, so it doesn't make sense that they're deep diving, because that's not realistic. But it's also anime, so nothing's really realistic in it.
But then again, like, there's also like the whole thing of like, people play games like for the fun of it, you know,
that's
and
true.
It's not always necessarily just to like escape life. A lot of people just do it because it's fun, you know.
Yeah, I think the concept behind SAO is actually pretty good. I think the idea of death and the impact it has, it's definitely weighs heavy in the first couple episodes, and I think that's really good. I feel like it kind of loses that fear, like that impact, the weight of that situation, and they kind of just move on from that after the first couple episodes, which for me personally is my biggest pet peeve. I would have loved the entire anime to be like how it is in the first 4 episodes, how dark and heavy it is. I prefer darker stuff, so I would have preferred that. That's, for me, what I wish it did. But
yeah, there's like a big tonal shift, like after like the first 4 episodes.
But I think that the music's amazing. I think the fights are amazing. Even though it didn't meet the potential I was expecting, I still think it's entertaining. I will not.
I mean, the story is
down.
very unique.
Yeah,
and
I mean, even though the story could have been a lot better, especially in the way they handle their female characters, in my opinion, and also everything about Kirito, but it's still good, and the characters are not awful. They're just not absolutely amazing, making this the best anime ever to walk the earth, in my opinion. But it's still entertaining. It's still different. It's still unique. It defined the isekai genre. Like, this is what made isekai so popular. The escape from reality so popular. I think it was still pretty good. But, sorry, that's my little opinion. Do you have anything other things you want to say before we deep dive into the things are actually not that we don't actually like? Like, what positive things do you have to say about the anime before we dog
like,
on it?
This was definitely one of like my first animes and stuff.
Same.
Not my very first, and it was down the line a couple years after I had started anime. But I remember like the first time watching it, and I loved it.
Yeah, same.
The whole like first arc of it, I was just like, this is great, this is amazing. Like, it's like first it was like everything that I could have like wanted in an anime, from like,
Romance, fighting, the music,
well, like from the point
animation.
of view of like somebody who's like just started anime.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great gateway anime, and I will still stand by that. I think if someone has never watched it, and especially if they're a gamer, this would be a great recommendation to give to people. Like, I will still stand by that. I know some of my friends, they're like, this is a terrible anime, you can never watch this. And I'm like, okay, cool. These are also the people that are like, I can only watch sub because I am an elitist. And I'm sorry, but I don't like this type of people because I don't think anyone's better than anyone because of their taste, but that's just my opinion. But, like, my brother loves this anime, Tristan loves this anime, and I'm like, okay, you know what?
Well, even
I
my
see
brother
why.
likes this anime.
Yeah, 'cause it's a
and
great-
he's not even an anime watcher.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's other animes I like better, but I'm not going to dog on the entertaining factor of this. I thought it was entertaining. I liked it. It was the third anime I ever watched, and I liked it.
Now, if we're going to talk
the
about
time.
everything that comes after the first arc, there's
Yeah.
a different story.
Yeah,
But
yeah. The first arc, I will still stand, is really good. But I actually still entertain. I actually like the Alfheim arc.
I didn't.
I know you didn't. I didn't mind it. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I lost some of the impact the first season, the first part had, and then the whole transition period. And then my friend Spencer angrily texted me about a specific reason why we didn't like it, and I still stand the fact that it was.
I don't know. I kind of like the whole like Gun Gale online stuff.
I think the character development was better in Gun Gale.
I felt like we kind of got back that more like dark edginess
Yeah, I agree.
that we had in like the first arc
But I
with
like
Gun
the
Gale.
swords.
Yeah.
I'm simple. I like sword fighting, and so I was kind of missed that, but also understand. But I've heard that the newest arc that came out is actually really, really good.
I know. I've been kind of wanting to watch it, but the whole thing about it is that when I first watched Sword Art Online, I watched it dubbed,
Yeah.
and then the newest one is not
It's not-
dubbed.
well, it's pretty much dubbed now. I've
It
seen
is?
clips. Yeah, so you can probably go ahead and start watching it. It was being simulcast, so.
I'm so excited.
But it's been postponed because of the corona apocalypse that is still ongoing. For any of you guys that think the corona is gone, it is not gone. It is still ever present. So please be safe, wash your hands, and wear masks.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think though that they were ever gonna dub the newest Sword Art Online.
Why?
Because I never saw it, I never saw any dubbed episodes, and so I just thought, oh, this is just gonna be one that they don't.
Well, it's out there, so go ahead and watch that. I'm gonna watch it soon. But I've heard I think the newest season's really good, and then I really enjoyed the Mother Rosaria arc, which is the one with Asuna joining that one. I can't remember their names, but that one guild of people that are permanently deep diving because of AIDS.
What?
Do you not know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking
No,
about.
it's the same. It's the second arc. It's the second half of second season after Gun Gale. I mean, Gun Gale.
I've absolutely
Asunu Joe's like the sleeping hollow or something like that guild, and they are like the girl with the 11-hit combo.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It made me cry. This is the first scene in anime to actually make me cry. A little bit. It wasn't a ton, but I cried.
I'm so lost right now.
Oh, wow. That one is actually pretty good. I mean, it was unnecessary tear jerking, but it's still good.
Wow, this is like a first for me for like not knowing something that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's nice. I enjoy this feeling of superiority right now.
I like how
I
you just
have
called
to
out elitist, but then you're like,
I'm
love
a
this.
hypocrite. I'll say it. Y'all come for me in the comments. I'm okay with it because in this moment, I'm enjoying this moment.
But yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, you really need to watch these because
it's been a long time since I've seen any sword art.
Going into the newest arc are the ones that are really. That's what's made. What people think. What in the manga, why people really liked it, because in the manga and sales, it's still ranked as one of the most impactful mangas that came out this last decade. So it's still very impressive. And Japan, like they still really, really like this, this SAO and everything about it. It's just the Western culture that doesn't like it. So we're just haters over here.
I think because like technology and like video gaming is so like ordinary over there, like in Japan.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You know, over here it's really like seen as like being lazy and very, you know, like,
which is very frustrating. Like people literally go up to people who are gaming. They're like, "You should go outside and hang out with your friends," and they're like, "I'm hanging out with my friends right now playing a video game." And
or like
it's not the same. It's like it's just frustrating that it's looked down upon because of what people enjoy.
Or like, how can you sit in front of a computer for 5 hours and just like play the same thing over and over again?
Or like, why are you watching people play video games? I'm kind of like, why are you watching people play football? It's the same thing. Like, why are you hating on people's interests? I hate it when people hate on people's passions and their interests.
It's just like a difference of like culture and stuff because like technology and that's more than over here.
And also like right now the whole debate in the United States about how violent video games are pushing people to like be violent in real life, which scientifically is not proven at all. Like it is proven against that, but
I don't know. I have my
America's
own opinions
weird.
About that because like I just have like
I think we have opposing opinions on this.
I just have like firsthand experience about like how video games can like change a person.
That's true. We won't get into this debate right now because we've been on a major tangent.
Just saying that like
we can talk about it another time. But yeah, so now that we've gone on a major tangent and have not followed our script whatsoever, which is fine.
Let's talk about the characters.
Yeah, let's talk about the characters. Do you want to talk about Kirito?
Yes, Kirito. Kirito is our main protagonist for SAO. He is, the one that's supposed to, lead the charge to finish the video game.
I mean, I wouldn't really say he's leading the charge to finish the video game. He's the lone wolf.
I mean, but like his whole goal throughout the whole thing is like I'm gonna finish the video game. Yeah,
he's who we follow. He's a badass.
Even though
overpowered, even though he's not fighting with anyone else and he's by himself, which doesn't make any sense for these video games because it's designed to be a multiplayer game. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, even though he's like a lone wolf and stuff, everybody looks to him to be like, let's go finish the video game.
Yeah, I enjoy Kirito when I first watched it, but I definitely enjoyed the next character a lot more, who's Asuna. I think her introduction, she was a complete bad bitch. I loved her. Like, she became the vice commander for the
Knights of the Blood Oath.
Knights of the Blood Oath, and she's actually a total badass, and she's dark and mysterious. Like, she's a very standalone character. She can do it for 4 episodes, and then she becomes Kirito's waifu. And that's
Love interest,
and she can't do anything by herself, and she
kind of has to have Kirito come save her
all the time, which doesn't make sense. That's my biggest issue with the show. Out of everything else, I hate that they nerfed Asuna and they made her weak because I thought she was extremely powerful and a very strong, independent woman, and then they just made her just a love interest, and I don't like it when they do that. But what can you do?
I don't know, which was kind of funny because I was reading something about Asuna and how like one of the producers or the writers or something, they said that they had made Asuna almost too perfect. And I was like,
no. You made her perfect where she literally is perfect, but she's still weak-willed. And she's still dependent on Kirito, which is whatever. But those are our 2 main characters. There's a lot of other supporting characters, and the massive harem. The massive harem that follows Kirito.
Yes.
I was just going to bullet point these characters.
Just go bullet point them.
There is Yui, which is the little girl. There's Klein.
Well, she's not a part of the harem.
Okay, these 2 are not part of the harem. It's Yui and Klein. Freaking Klein. He's like He's like Jean from AOT. He's just
He's like Kirito's like best friend in the game.
best friend, but they barely interact. And
Using air quotes. You didn't see my
oh
air
yeah,
quotes.
there's air quotes here. But yeah, and then there's Cilicia, and then there's Elizabeth, and then there is Yuki. I don't know who Yuki is. I can't remember who Yuki is. Who's Yuki? Oh, that's the girl that has AIDS.
What? I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
the girl in one of the later arcs, okay? And then there's also the cousin, Leafa, in the Elfheim arc.
But that's like
Later.
not the arc we're talking
And
about.
then there's also the Sinone, who is the girl from Gungale. But Shion. I was close. No, I wasn't. But yeah, those are pretty much the characters. The character development is non-existent.
Oh wait, Akihito Kabaya.
The main villain?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We
he's there
forgot about
too.
him.
I don't think he's that important. Actually, he's very important.
He's very important to the first half
He's the
of
villain.
like.
Yeah, he's very important. But yeah, those are the characters. There's not much character development. Like even when Kirito becomes more overpowered, it's just the game rewriting their own rules to allow him to be more powerful, which was kind of one of my pet peeves. Which is more noticeable in the later arcs, but like, it doesn't make sense.
Definitely, like in the first arc, Kirito doesn't really like he stays the same the whole time.
Yeah, he's pretty flat.
Like there's no like big moment or anything where he realizes like I mean though this is like so overplayed or like that getting help from other people is good for you and that kind of thing.
He's just the lone wolf, and then that's about it on the characters and character development. All the girls are just fawning over him for some reason. Every girl loves Kirito, even though he's kind of he's not a dick, but he's like, why would anyone love him? It doesn't make any sense. Just because he's overpowered, but they don't know he's overpowered.
I mean, he's kind of a dick to all the girls too.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, and he's kind of pervy. Not gonna lie, he's a little pervy. But and then Asuna undevelops as a character. She becomes worse.
She starts spiraling down.
She's just like, oh no, I'll just be a weak woman that loves my man. Which,
like, I love the character of Asuna, especially like when you get her like in a battle or something.
Oh,
like that.
She's so amazing. I love her.
But like when you stick her in a position where it's like Kirito has to come save her. It just like makes me
you'll
mad.
actually like the arc that I was talking about earlier because it's just Asuna doing her own thing with her friends, and Kirito's been sidelined.
That would be awesome.
Yes, I stand for this. But...
I stand it.
But yeah, that's the characters. Do you kind of want to talk about the music of
Yes.
SAO?
Honestly, the music of SAO, it's composed by one of my most favorite composers in anime of all time, Yuki Kajiro.
Yeah, she is literally one of the best composers in anime. Even though in this, I don't think in SAO that she has any tracks that stand out above and beyond any of their other ones, like especially in Madoka Magica and some of the other ones she composes. But still, I still listen to this soundtrack whenever I do homework because the soundtrack's fire. I think it's good. It pumps you up. Like, it's good battle music. It's good just
battle themes
music.
Are good. Even just like
travel music.
Them just sitting there like talking.
It's good. It's good. The soundtrack's really good. It's one of the things I talk to my brother about a lot. I think it's very good. The opening,
yes,
is actually good. Especially the first season, the first opening.
Da, 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 da.
I love it. Like Lisa, you guys know we love Lisa. Anything by Lisa.
I love the music video for Lisa though.
Oh, the music video is good.
This...
Like the actual music video for the song. What is it? Crossing Fields?
Crossing Field.
It's actually really good. The opening's good too. Like the animation. There's moments that between the music and then the visuals that they blend very well together.
Like especially like Yuki Kajira knows what she's doing when she composes for an anime.
Oh yeah.
She can perfectly, blend in the like aesthetic of the anime with the music.
And she does a very good job, especially in the boss fights. All very, very well done, which segues really well into the visuals. That the visuals in the fight scenes, especially, are very good. It really hones in the idea of this is a online game. That this deep dive Netgear stuff, like it really focuses that this is a video game, and it really showcases that it incorporates the little things like cooking, and it shows that it's like a video game. And I think A1 Studios did a very good job at that, like making it clear this is a video game, And especially in the movie Ordinal Scale, where it's slightly different than the video game, it incorporates like real life. It's like an AI, not AI. It's what's it called? Augmented reality, and how Kirito's no
like
longer
VR.
Yeah, VR. It's like Kirito's no longer a badass because he's actually weak in real life, and with augmented reality, he's not that great because in the game, like especially SAO, he was like total bad bitch because he was overpowered. So I think A1 Studios did a very good job about blending all that together.
I just like all like the little details, like the layout of like the icon, and then like the drop down menus and stuff like that. Taking
and just
like
how they show the fights and the blade and everything. I think is done really well.
I mean, definitely like we can talk about like what was it, like the Blue Devil fight? With like the bull snaky type.
Is this one the first
it was
fights,
no,
or
it was when
last
him and
one?
Asuna went in
and they
to the
saved
dungeon.
that one group of people,
yes, and
right?
they went
Yeah.
into the dungeon
That one's a good
themselves, and
one.
then they fought that thing themselves.
That was a close fight too. Asuna was all like, whoa, 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 with her little
Kirito
pokey
like showed out his like dual sword technique, and like
yes, it was so good. Those are the moments we stand for in this anime.
yes,
Those fight scenes is what you watch. That's the entertaining moments of the show. Don't watch this if you want great character development. Watch this for badass fight scenes with great visuals and great music. That's why I watch this show. It's why I enjoy. I'm a simple man. I like
simple things.
And there's fan service as well, especially in the later arcs. Just saying.
The only thing that kind of makes me just like a little bit off-putted by the whole thing is that like for certain characters we get like same face syndrome.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that earlier. Like same face syndrome is. Would you
Yeah.
like to explain that to the
Well, same face
listeners?
syndrome is like if you literally just swap the characters, they wouldn't look different at all.
Yeah, if you just put clothes and the features and their stuff, it'll be the same
Yeah.
character.
And a lot of anime tend to do that, especially like older ones that are like after about 2000, like 14, after, but I mean before 2014, tend to have same face syndrome.
Yeah, which is understandable. I mean, I didn't realize faces were different until I started watching some more recent animes. I'm like, okay, I see now. But yeah, I understand what you're meaning. But I think that kind of wraps it up for the visuals and stuff. I have like a section for pros and cons, but I feel like we've kind of already covered those. Is there any other things you'd like to point out?
I think we honestly covered it all. Because, I mean, like, it's not necessarily the best anime of all time, but it's not necessarily the worst anime of all time.
No, and like it's one, like I said, it wouldn't be something I say, stop watching right now and watch this show. I would be like, watch it whenever, like, I would watch it in the background while doing homework. And then every once in a while, just pay attention to fight scenes because the fight scenes are good.
Honestly, you can follow the whole thing as long as you can just listen to what's going on.
Yeah, and just watch it. I mean, like, I thought the dub was fairly okay. I mean, I watched the dub, and I've heard the sub, and the sub is actually really good too. So, either way, but I mean, if you're going to watch it while doing homework, I would watch it dubbed and then just pay attention to the fight scenes because that's what is really good. That's what pushes it. There is slight incestual tones in later arcs because, well, one-sided incestual tones. Just a disclaimer for those that are offended.
I swear to you want to bring up incest in every single...
You're the one that's bothered by it so much, so I'm making a disclaimer right now for everyone else that's bothered by it. Whereas for me, I don't care about incest because, like, it doesn't bother me that much. That sounds so bad. I don't promote incest, but it doesn't turn me away from an anime. Anyway, I do have one other question I want to ask you. If you were trapped in SAO, like in the original story arc,
Okay.
what would happen to you? What would you do? What would happen to you?
Honestly, like, I could think of maybe a couple things that would happen. Number one is that, like, I would get killed the first day because of something stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Like or like, I don't know, like some low level, like level 1 creature or something, like, killed me or something.
Yeah.
Because I was stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2 is that I just have, like, a complete mental breakdown.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Or, like, number 3, I'm just kind of like, meh, and just, like, stay in the town of beginnings
like,
for the rest of my life.
Like, I'm in an actual, like, anime plot
I'm
right
like,
now.
my years of watching anime have prepared me for this moment, so I'm just, like, very indifferent to it.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much feel like that's the same thing. That's what I felt would happen to you. I feel like you would start initially with a massive breakdown, or you'd be so excited to escape the real world that you literally, like, have a breakdown of pure joy because you're finally in an anime
Yes.
and that you're like, I'm here. I am with my
I'd
people.
love to go to an anime world.
No. There's so many I
Yes.
would not want to go to.
There's so many I would want to go to, though.
Yeah, whenever I think go to an anime world, my initial thought is, oh, I want to be trapped in Attack on Titan. No, I do not want to be trapped in Attack on Titan or any other of those hellscapes. But yeah. What do you think would happen to me if I joined SAO?
I think, like, at the beginning, you'd be kind of like, oh, what the fuck? You know?
Just like, gosh dang it, why am I here?
And then you'd kind of be like, let's go. And then you'd just, like, kind of wander off and, like, I don't know.
Do my thing. I have like 3 options for myself. I feel like I would join Laughing Coffin, not gonna lie.
I feel like you would, too.
Which is the dark guild, I guess, like the evil guild.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like I would join Laughing Coffin. Not because I want to kill anyone. Just because, like, why not?
Just they're a powerful guild.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll join them. That or I would die from tripping. From fall damage.
Yes.
I would die from tripping
Die
off a
from
bridge
fall
and
damage.
die from fall damage.
Considering the
also-
luck that you have.
Yeah. I also can see myself like running into Kirito one time and being trying to be friends with him and he just being a total douche to me and just be like, go kill yourself. And then I like fall and die or something.
You'd be like, okay, bitch.
I'm like, screw you. And that's what pushes me to join Laughing Coffin. It's all connected. This is my line.
Yes.
But I can also see myself possibly joining the Knights of the Blood Oath, but just being like the most mediocre.
Like being like low tier.
Yeah, I would be like
knight.
I wouldn't be like, I'll be literally mediocre. Like, man, you have so much potential. And I'd just be like, meh, go fight for me so I don't die. That'd literally be like me. I'd be like, oh, you do it.
Go on.
Or I'm just a spy for Laughing Coffin. Or all the above. This is me in SAO. I have
Oh
not
my
thought about this
goodness.
much, as you can tell. But yeah, so I feel like that's everything for this anime. Do you have any final
I think
thoughts?
we got our points across.
Yeah, so like once again, guys, great anime for like a great gateway anime. If you have the especially if a friend comes up to you that's a huge gamer, I would recommend this anime to them. They would enjoy this.
Or anyone who's not even. If anybody that's like literally just getting into anime and you want to give them like a really good one to get into, I suggest
Yeah.
this one.
It's longer, but not like super long like One Piece. But there's 3 seasons. Each
My
season's
gosh,
a
if
little
you
different.
gave One Piece as the first anime
Oh, gosh.
recommendation, like
Y'all are
you need to
brutal.
get out.
You're brutal. Or Boku no Pico. No, we do not recommend these animes to people. You don't want to traumatize them yet?
you gotta ease them in.
Like, do another or something like that.
I wouldn't even
gentle-
give them another.
I'm joking.
You gotta give them gentle ones like Sailor Moon or
SAO, My Hero.
My Hero.
Maybe Naruto if you're a huge Naruto fan. I'm not a huge Naruto fan, but I know a lot of people like it. But yeah, it's entertaining, and I wouldn't watch it again, but I'm also glad I watched it, and I'm glad I watched it so early in my anime career. I guess it's not a career.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed it when I did. I feel like if I watched it now, I wouldn't enjoy it as much because I've watched other things, and I feel that I have a slight more elitist attitude, sadly. I have fallen into what I hate, but I still recommend watching this eventually if you haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
And if you absolutely hate this anime, that's your opinion. That's okay. If this is not for you, that's
I have
fine.
anime I hate.
Yeah, and it's animes I know other people love. But don't go hating on other people's animes they love. I love all you SAO fans. Please talk to me.
I love all you subbers and dubbers.
I love all of you. JoJo fandom. Not the My Hero fandom. Y'all are getting a little...
Y'all are getting a little bit too much.
Y'all are getting too much. That's where I draw the line. Pedophilia? Not my thing. But yeah, so I feel like we should segue into maybe like talking about our music recs.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want me to go first?
I can go first.
I'll
I don't
go
care.
first. Disclaimer, I don't know how to pronounce this name very well.
I've been waiting for this one because he told me about it earlier, and he's like, I'm not telling you which one it is.
I don't know how to pronounce the title, but so I'm recommending. This is one of my favorite openings of all time. I know this one by heart. Is the first opening I learned in heart by English and in Japanese. It is the Nikki opening one. Koso Misoro Jiui. That was so bad. Yeah. I love this opening so much. I love this song.
Have we really not recommended this one up
No,
until
we have
now?
not. There's a couple others I'm surprised we haven't recommended yet, but this one is one. It's one of our favorite in our a top 10 list that might be coming in the near future.
Yeah.
That has not been released yet. This is up there on the list, and you'll understand why we love it so much. So please tune in for that, which is coming out soon. But oh no, it's already came out by the time this episode's coming. Yes, go check out that opening top 10. You guys know why I like this opening so much. But there's not there's not an original version on Spotify, but there is a cover in Japanese that's done by Rayon Lee and Pollock. I think that's their name.
I guess. I don't know. They don't have anything on iTunes for this song. So.
Yeah, I mean, they're not bad. These are the people I listen to that do any Japanese covers of animes that don't have the OG version on it. And it's a duet between a guy and a girl, and I like it. I'm like, it's good. But so I would recommend checking that one out. It's pretty good. So how about you, Mo? What music rec do you have to add to our listeners' playlist?
I have one, and it's kind of a unique one.
Okay.
So my music rec is from the anime Carole and Tuesday.
Oh my gosh. Is this the one you
No, it's not.
I was like, we're not recommending this.
No. It is one of the main songs that they sing throughout the whole first part of it, and it's called The Loneliest Girl.
Oh.
It's a really good song.
Sad.
No, it's a really good song. I'll have to have you listen to it as soon as we get done.
I'm excited. I'll check it out. But yeah, that's pretty good. I'm excited.
But yeah, it's not that one that I sent you, but that one is really funny.
But yeah, those are our music rets. We should probably draw for our next week's episode.
Let's draw.
To the jar.
Man, I feel like it's been a minute since we've drawn.
We literally drew a jar from the week before, like literally a couple days ago.
Dude, I don't know.
Don't drop the jar. I got the jar. I tried sniffing the jar in my mic, which didn't work that well. Did I draw last time? Yeah, because I drew Oritsuki.
Yes.
So do you want
me to draw?
Yeah. Don't draw a long one because I haven't seen yet because I don't want to rewatch it.
It's okay. So we have Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan.
What? What's this one about?
It's on Netflix.
What's it about?
It's like about like a kid and like his whole family lineage is like demons or something like
cool.
that.
I'll check it out now.
And like,
what genre is it?
I mean, it's like action-y kind of, and like there's a love story for like an episode in there, and like
love a good episode. Is there a
like, do you know what like yokai is?
No.
It's kind of like all the like demons and like spirits and stuff.
Cool.
Of like,
Did you like this anime?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, cool.
I don't really remember it too much, but I remember liking it.
We'll watch it. So yeah, y'all check it. Tune in next week, or wait, eventually next week whenever we do this one.
Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan.
Yeah, we'll watch it. And
very underground anime.
Very one of those that no one hears about.
Yes.
Oh, look at us! we did SAO this week. Now we're doing underground.
We're not doing mainstream.
That's why we draw from the jar. The jar controls our fate. What is that little thing that's floating right there? Oh, it's just a stain. Whoa. Okay.
Okay. You can find us, guys, on Instagram and Twitter. Our Instagram is Bingers Anime Edition, and our Twitter is Anime Bingers.
Yeah. So please follow, like, subscribe. iTunes, please review for us, or any app you're listening. And
yeah, if you like this episode, please
please leave a review. If you like something we said about this anime, message us.
Let us know what you would do if you were in SAO.
Yeah, let us know what you would do, because I think we would.
Let's form a guild.
The Bay Guild.
The Bay Guild.
The Bay Guild. I'm here for it. I stand for this. We stand. I'm here for it.
Yes.
But yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning into us and listening to the Bay Podcast. Please tune in next week, and good luck binging out there.
Rise of the Yokai Clan. Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to us, and good luck binging.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.